your girl Shy, and this channel is Ashanti and Amir's channel. This video is about how I found out I was pregnant / got kicked out, or should I say how I got kicked out and then found out I was pregnant. Time it's juicy. If you watch my Q&A, I had said I wasn't allowed to go to parties or anything. Y'all, no, my parents was not going for it at all. No. Okay, I'm gonna start it off like this. So I had an old friend. We had, you know, I had invited him, my best friend, my cousin, my sisters, to my birthday party when well, it wasn't really a birthday party, it was a birthday dinner, and I was turning 21, and I'm still 21. Your girl about to be 22 on July 30th, so save the date. Hey. But yeah, so yeah, it was my 21st birthday dinner. I invited him. It was a guy. I invited him. He didn't make it, but he came to the slumber party. Now, his birthday came up, and that day, Pacific, when it was his birthday, I had asked my dad, I was like, Daddy, can I go to my friend's sleepover, his party at his house? He was like, no, you can't go because I forgot what it was. And I'm just like, really bummed out. I was so bummed. I was like, bro, I invited him to my party so I could return the favor. You know, he invited me. I'm not that type of person, you know. If somebody invite me to something, I will go and support because they supported me, you know. Hey, so I had made Facebook literally like 2 or 3 days before my birthday, and I don't know what it was, but my baby dad ran across my mind, literally. But I knew him since we was kids, literally, like since we was kids. My grandma, it's a story time. It is a story time. So look, my grandma dated his step uncle back in the day, way back in the day. They was together. My grandma kept in contact with his step auntie. My grandma is friends with her sister, Aunt Regina. That's my other favorite auntie. We used to go out there to the country a lot. And one day, my cousin, God rest peace her soul, my cousin, she was behind me, and I seen this dude on a motorcycle. Well, not a motorcycle, it was like a four-wheeler. He was on a four-wheeler, and y'all, I was like, I told her, I said, who is that fine dude? She was like, oh, Red? I was like, yeah, he cute. I said, well, you know, I was young, so I said he cute, but he really handsome, so yeah. But anyway, so then he was just smiling. We would go down there. He would come down there to come see me. Y'all, they stay on the same property, so it wasn't no big deal. But anyway, so yeah, that's how we met when he got off the four-wheeler, okay? But anyway, what I'm about to say. But yeah, I made a Facebook page. I typed his name in. I typed his name in, and I was like, no way. So I texted him. I said, hey, stranger. He talking about something. Stranger? You the stranger? I said, how I'm the stranger? I said, last time I seen you, you didn't speak. He talking about something. Oh, I'm sorry. It's because I had a girlfriend. I said, oh, okay. So then, we was texting. So, pipe down. All right. When I tell y'all this. So he was like, well, I'm in Houston. I could pull up on you. I sent him my address. Yeah, he put up on me. He pulled up on me. I left out the house. And this was the first day. I left out the house. We was in the car. And I was just looking at him. I was just like, oh my God. Second day comes. Now this is the day of the party. Second day comes. He was like, you want to come spend the night with me? I was like, yeah. Y'all, I packed some clothes. I left. Here comes the next morning, Sunday morning. Boy, my phone went to blowing up. Shanti, where have you been? Where you at? You need to get home. Mind y'all, I'm 21 years old. I graduated school. I graduated high school. So that's what made me mad. It was the day of the family reunion. Kept calling me, telling me, you need to get home. Nobody told you to leave my house, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. So we was in Hempstead. I was at my baby dad's granny house. And he was like, you don't look like you want to go home. I said, no, I really don't. Because I knew what the outcome was going to be like, literally. But, yeah, I said no. So then my baby dad, he had to go wash out his granny's truck for her. So we went, whatever, was hanging out, was talking, catching up. He took me back to Houston, Cypress, and I got home. Yeah, well, before I came in the house, I got out the truck, walked home, and boy, here it comes. Where have you been? I've been blowing your phone up. Oh my God. And that's when things went left. And I got kicked out. Then I walked around the corner to my sister's old friend house. And I was using her phone to call my baby daddy back and tell him to come get me. And that's when I lived down there for a year. And 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. And boy, I knew I was, like, deep down, I knew I was pregnant. Because, for one, I was feeling these weird feelings. And then on my For You page on TikTok, I would get these videos where it's like baby girl names and boy names and these little handsome babies. And I'm just like, I don't know if this is a sign that I'm pregnant. I don't know. Like, I kept telling my baby daddy, I was like, I think I'm pregnant. Like, I feel like I'm pregnant. And he's like, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not. I said, okay, let's go to the store. We go to the dollar store. And we get the $1 pregnancy test. And I take it. And it kept saying, like, one line. And I was just like, one line? But then I knew something was wrong with me, because I know my body personally, you know. I'm like, I knew something was wrong with me. So then a week later, we go back to the store again, and we get the pregnancy test. And so we go back to the store and we get these pregnancy tests. I don't know if y'all can see it. See, 2 lines. And yeah, I still kept them. But so there was 2 lines. I peed on it, and literally I waited. I flipped them over. I was like, oh my God. I said, oh my God. So then I flipped them over. I looked at them, and I was like, I was shocked, bro. I was shocked, y'all. I literally went down the door crying. Literally went down the door crying. And so I was happy, but it was happy tears. So then I walked out of the bathroom, and I go in the room, and I said, babe, guess what? And he was like, what? I was like, guess what the test said? He's like, what? I'm like, I'm pregnant. He's like, stop lying. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Look, it's positive. And he was like, I don't know. He had no words. Like, he was just in this, what's the word? I don't know. But he was happy. So I go in there into the room to his nene, and I said, Nene, guess what? And she was like, what? I said, I'm pregnant? And she was like, no, you're not. I said, yes, I am. I said, look, I got 2 lines. She was like, there's 1 line. I said, no, it's 2 lines. So then, y'all, here comes the morning sickness. Kick my behind, bro. That morning sickness kicked my behind. I swear, she would be cooking, I would throw up. Literally. It's like, if I eat something, if I smell something, I would throw up. And then not only that, I was craving cornstarch. I was like, oh my God. And I would sit there for hours on TikTok watching people eat cornstarch while I was pregnant. It was a roller coaster. Literally. Literally a roller coaster. Oh, hey, my son here, he happy. He's healthy. That's all that matters. I'm taking real good care of him. Yes, I'm a single mom of one. I'm doing my very best. I have a job. So, experience of having him. Now, it was a lot of drama before I got into the hospital, but it was a lot of drama. But my parents came, my grandma came, my Aunt Regina came, his nene was there, his brother was there, and his cousin. But I call her cousin too, so she was there. And y'all, but before I went to the hospital, me and my baby dad, you know, we that night. So, bro, after that, that's when the contractions hit. I was like, oh my god, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't lay down, I couldn't do nothing. I kept getting up, I kept doing this, my stomach kept hurting, and I'm just like, oh my god, he's trying to come, he's trying to come. I couldn't even talk, so I sat on the couch all the way until 5 in the morning. And they had to be, what, 11 or 12, and I waited. I literally sat on a couch from either 11 or 12 to 5 in the morning till his nana woke up. And I couldn't really talk, but she said, good morning, Shanti. And I couldn't really say nothing because I was so in pain. And then when I finally could say something, I said, good morning, I'm in labor, like pain, you know, cramps. I'm about to have a baby. So she was like, girl, why you didn't wake me up? I said, because I couldn't walk to your room. I just sat on the couch, like, literally. So then she was like, okay. So we sat on the couch. She was counting my contractions. Yeah, she was counting, like, timing it. So then she was like, okay, well, we need to go to the hospital. I said, okay. And y'all, she stopped and got some food. I cannot eat. I couldn't eat. I did not eat. I couldn't. So then we get to the hospital. The hospital wasn't that far, but it was in Brenham. From Belleville to Brenham, it wasn't that really, it's not really that far. We get to the hospital. I get at the car. I'm trying to walk. I'm still in pain, and I'm trying to do my best, y'all. I'm so out of breath. I'm wobbling. I'm wobbling into the hospital. She grabs me a wheelchair. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm so ready to get this baby out of me because he's hurting me. So I'm checking in. And we go to the room. I put on the gown. And then my baby dad called. And he was like, she at the hospital. And she was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, we in the room. And he was like, okay, I'll be up there. And give me like an hour or two. And she was like, okay. So then he ended up coming. And he had food. I was just like, you really got food and I'm in pain. So then, that's when my mom and all of them came. I didn't get past 3 centimeters of dilating at all. Because Mr. Amir wanted to poop in me. And he was in distress. So my doctor came. And it was some hours. Like, literally, I went from morning all the way until I had him at 7:45. That's what it says on his little name tag thing that we got him. Or either 7:50. I don't know. It was one of the time. It was 7. But we went from morning to night. So anyway. And then my doctor came in, broke my water. Then that's when I had got the epidural, bro. Oh my god. They was like, Ashanti, who you want to be in the delivery room? I said, my baby dad. And he was in there when I had the epidural go on my back, bro. It felt like my back was on fire. I was screaming. I was literally holding him like this and screaming. He was like, don't move, Ashanti, don't move, don't move, don't move. I was screaming. Bro, that is the worst pain ever. Out of contractions and epidural, no, worst pain ever. Okay, my pregnancy was beautiful, even though I had my ups and downs, roller coasters, whatever, but it was beautiful. I love my baby shower. I had a baby shower too. I had a C-section, so they took me back there, and before they cut me, this might be a trigger warning for somebody, but yeah, before they cut me, they was like, can you feel this? I said, oh yeah, I can feel this. Can you please numb me back up? So they numb me back up, and then that's when they got doing the, and y'all, kid y'all not, I literally felt them grabbed, pulling him up out of my, stomach, and I'm just like, oh my god. And so then that's when they was like, it's a baby boy, and they came around. Mind y'all, I'm so dope up on the medicine, I couldn't really see it. Everything was blurry, literally, because the light was like above us. So I'm looking up at the light and then trying to turn my head and stuff so I won't kind of be blind by the light, y'all. So they brought the baby around, and it's like, it's a boy. All I see was a big, light, bright baby. That's all I could see. I couldn't see the face, no nothing. And I looked over at my baby dad, and he crying, and I'm like, and I started crying, and I'm like, oh my god, we are really parents. We first time parents. Then that's when he left, and he cut the umbilical cord, and they had to, do what they had to do, and then take me back to the room. And then my Meemaw came, and she's like, you thought I wasn't coming, like, who you came with? And she was like, your parents. And I was like, oh, okay. And then that's when my baby dad brought the baby over, and I got to hold him, and the baby's sitting right here next to me, and my jaw, I couldn't really see nothing. Everything was blurry, and all I hear is the baby doing this, smacking on his little thumbs, because that baby was hungry. Okay, my baby was hungry. I didn't eat. I couldn't eat. I felt so bad. So I'm feeding his bottle, and he was just so cute. I was looking at him. He was so cute. Oh my god, my baby was so tiny. Now he's 1 year old. So but yeah, I was in the hospital for like 3 days. We did the birth ticket. We did all of that, and he passed all his tests. He didn't cry whenever they did the his private part. I forgot the word of it, but yeah, he didn't cry when they did that to him. They say he did good. He passed his hearing test. He passed his, his eyesight test. My baby, he's a soldier. He's strong. So yeah, and then he passed all that, and then we got to go home. And then motherhood hit, and for a minute, it took a while for me to actually comprehend that I'm a mom. So when my mom be like, here, go back to your mommy, and I'd be like, mommy, I'm a mom? Y'all, I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, ever since then, I've been loving that little boy. That little boy is my life. That's my homie. We best friends, okay? Don't play with my son. I don't play about my son. When it comes to him, don't play. How I got kicked out, how I found out I was pregnant, and my hospital experience. But if you want to hear a story time or any more stories y'all want to know, let me know about the high school experience, about me and my baby daddy, or life, or whatever. Let me know. Just drop it in the comments, DM me. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, babes. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Stay tuned.